Welcome to the Indices, and here we look at the S&P 500, and we're looking for a retracement level back down into the 1872 area, and that's occurred overnight, and the little move that we've got up through here appears to be impulsive, meaning 5 waves, so we should see a little A, B and C come back into from the, just drill into this a little bit from this this is where we were yesterday. We're looking for this move back into this area here, and that fits quite well here as a ABC correction. So I think this is 5 waves to the 1885 here. So it's likely to see, well, the 50-60% retracement levels back down at 1875. So it's viable to see some type of corrective pattern here before we see further upside here. So just be mindful of that, but hopefully you were long above the 1872 here or somewhere up in this area here. I suggest keeping the stops under the 1872 here. While the market remains above 1872, it's positive and would be in wave 3 moving to the upside there. Same with the Dow Jones as well. We were looking for, well, a move back in line with the S&P 500. We can see how strong this little move is up through here. So if this is in 5 waves, we'll be looking for 50-60% retracement level to 16,450. But I wouldn't hold your breath about that, because when you're working with large numbers, they tend to get a bit sort of sticky and they can warp the wave count a little bit. But look for something here, you know. There's some... What's happening in the US tonight? There's a trade balance at 11:30, so Australian time. So watch that. The DAX. Well, as you know, on the daily chart, it's if I can just find the daily chart coming back here somewhere. Not that one. That's the weekly chart. That's not not that one. This one here. So we can see that, you know, we've got all these tops here. It's possible for the triangle to be finished in terms of the A, the B, the C, the D here, the E here, but it's also possible that there's still the E wave to come down here further as well. But look, anyway, I've labelled it like this because it's normally the 4th time that something would pop through there, and these are too close to call independent. So this is independent, so to speak, these 3 here. So we've got this triple top here. So it's likely to move through this time. But once again, we really want a nice solid support. We've been lingering here for the last, you know, sort of 10 days or whatever. So, and it's starting to sort of develop as support here. So this is what we're looking at through here. And I just sort of relabel this a little bit through here in terms of an A wave, a B wave, and the C wave here. So if this little move up here, this would be the same as the S&P 500 and the DJ and so forth. So we could look at this being 5 waves and then a 3-wave counter trend. So if you wait for the 3-wave counter trend and then look for support on 95, then we've probably got the next move to the upside there. But do wait for the 3 waves across here, or, a proper correction coming back of 5-3-5 structure, same thing, ABC, zigzag, and then look for support there, because, it's sticking to 95, which is a healthy thing. We need to find, obviously this is a retested low here. We want to find the next one so we can manage the risk properly. So we need the test, and it may be right on the 95, so if that's the case and then it moves up to make new highs, you want to buy new highs above this, wherever that high may be at that time. So the same with the FTSE. The FTSE is a little bit different, of course. It's had a different structure as such. And what we were looking for here, if you've been tracking this, we were looking for, when we were looking for a move up to the 68 here to take profit, then we've just been waiting really for a correction, because it's just important that we do. It's markets trend for about 1/3 of the time, and they're correcting in some shape or form for 2/3 of the time. So that's why if you do make money, if you're lucky enough to make money in a trend, you've got to take the money and run. Basically, you can't hang around for the correction, because it will just take your money back off you. Anyway, look, we've got this move down here, which is in 3 waves. So that could be it. It looks a little bit small really compared to the whole move up through here. But if this develops into an impulse wave here, then yeah, fine, we're moving further up. So as always, look to group 1 and group 2. So group 2 would be the support here, 65, 72 and the 80, which it has been. And then the above here would be 10, 20 and 30. So if support is found on top of 68.30, a nice tested, retested support, then start building in the trade from that point there. Otherwise, we'd be looking for a simple, larger A, B and C correction through here before we move further up through here. But support on top of 68.30 here, then you'd be looking at a tested support. So it's not enough just to trade above it. It's got to trade above it, come back, and then develop on there. So that's what you're looking for. Alrighty, the ASX. Well, this whole move from this 54.24 low through here can be counted corrective as an A wave, B wave and C wave ending up through here. I mean, it could fail at 5,500 through here in terms of, I would just assume this would be the A wave, an A and a B and a C for the B wave, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 to here. It can fail from here. 55, 5 is the second strongest number. 5,500 is the closest, largest number. So until that is support, because all it's doing is, the reality is that, we have been moving down and it has retested it and failed here. So just the simple fact that it's retesting it again does give it a bullish bias. But at the same time, it's not support yet. It's testing it, and we need to know the outcome of that battle. So support on there would give us a bullish, trend basically. So will it do that? Well, I don't know. I don't have enough sort of evidence to do that. To say the US markets, we've got them pointing to the upside, but they're not looking that chirpy really. We've still got the bonds and the notes that are high. The rates, the US rates are still pointing to the downside. And the stocks are likely to follow that as well. So there's a few iffy bits around that don't fit just yet. But as always, we need to trade what we see, and if we've got tested support, then we're trading long. We for the upside, we can look at good old CBA, and this is a daily chart for CBA, and we've been watching this develop for some time. And the situation from this particular high close to the 80 here, we had this A, this B and this C, and we've been, trading and monitoring this situation in terms of 1, ABC back for 2, and then we've been trading all this sort of through here in various ways. But we're at wave 3 now, and, wave 4s can get choppy. So wave 4s, normally sideways and sort of complicated. And, I just don't know how big and ugly this is going to get. That's the point. But if it does push up, then, and that bar is a good sign that it would. I'll just check on the volume here. Nothing really to write home about on the volume. With nothing sort of there. But the main point is that at some point we'll be making a new high above here. I just don't know if it's, it could sit here for another week. Do you know what I mean? Before it actually pushes up, because it's a fourth wave, and it's, it should be sort of bigger and uglier than this wave 2 here. Wave 2 was simple and sharp. That means wave 4 would be sideways and complicated, wide, longer than this here. And if we count these up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. We don't have 20 days here just yet either. So anyway, we'll keep an eye on that. But the main trend is still up. It's just a matter of will this push up from here, or are we going to see a failure from here and another low push in? I don't know. My bias is to the upside. And as long as 54.50 holds, then this, long as that low there technically stays in place, this market is going up, but we could bring that up to 45.50. You could probably even bring it up to 45, 54, 55, somewhere in here. So if you're going long, then you know, you need to keep your stop, you know, out of the way, basically. Alrighty, that's it. Cheers.